Oh man, summer has been good to Scotland, I tell you that much. It's shining brightly outside, and gonna go see Man of Steel later today. So looking forward to that. I'll probably chat about it in a vlog tomorrow. Probably give my thoughts. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Seems like a cool film. Before I go do that though, I've got to obviously bring you guys some Pokemon. That's the thing that we do generally on this channel. And as you can see, there's just loads of shitty Pokemon on the screen. And you know why? Because we got a game against Magnitude. That's right. Here we go. We got me versus Steve, him and his Shuppet, bringing his game, and you know, we just decided we're gonna have a match. And Steve is Steve; he brings whatever the hell he wants. So I decided I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna bring terrible things which could potentially work. Who knows? It is Pokemon. Anything is possible. So lead off with my Skindalus. He's so Skindalus, this Survivor. And I decided to try and sucker punch the Shuppet, but apparently he's running Trick Room, which I got a little bit scared about because that could potentially be horrible, seeing as he has lots of slow stuff. But fortunately, I'm going to be able to not Sucker Punch, Venoshock him the next turn. And then I try and Sucker Punch him to finish him off, as he's probably going to Shadow Sneak, but he ends up Destiny Bonding instead, and I don't want to try and kill him, because then I will end up dying myself. So I'm going to switch out into Pan, my lovely rabbity friend, who obviously is normal, so can take the Shadow Sneak. And then apparently Shuppet is faster than my guy, so I can't encore before he goes for the Shadow Sneak, which is rather unfortunate because I wanted to encore and then sub on him, and then, you know, it would be a nice thing, but instead that happens, and he's going to keep Destiny Bonding, and he's just not going to stop. Destiny Bond all the stuff until the end of time, and I decide the best thing for me to do is to go into Sharpedo, take advantage of the situation, because, god damn it, I'm not letting this Shuppet kill one of my Pokemon. I know Steve has his list, right? Steve has his list of Pokemon. He wants to get a kill with every Pokemon. I am trying my utmost to not let this Shuppet get a kill. So I basically go into my Sharpedo and I'm just continuously clicking substitute because all my other moves would kill him, because I got Waterfall and Earthquake and Crunch. And eventually, I believe after all that stalling, he runs out of Destiny Bonds. I'm like, okay, finally, I can go for the Waterfall and kill a Shuppet. Okay, things out the way. I probably should have set up another sub, but I don't know. I was like, whatever, I'll just roll with it. And he goes into N10, and he's like, shit, I forgot about Speed Boost. I'm like, yeah, now I'm gonna kill you with a Waterfall. And then he trolls me because he's like, ha, got you, I have Extreme Speed. And I was like, ah. And I kind of had this thought in the back of my mind that he was a Scarf Eruption one, because I kind of mentioned it at the start of the match about how he should use it, and he's like, how do you know I'm not using it? And I'm like, oh, maybe he is, but no, he's just using a standard Extreme Speeder. So going to Charizard, hit the Focus Miss, fantastic from the Charizard. Focus Miss is certain to hit many a time, and am I successful in getting the second Focus Miss? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes, I miss it again, fantastic, hitting those Focus Misses all over the shop. Charizard, you're doing a stand-up job here, and unfortunately, I hit the next Focus Miss, so Beedrill does take that nicely. Yeah, but the reason I was going Focus Blast was because if I go for Fire Blast, he's an Entei, and he also has a Lantern, so I didn't want to do that. And also, because he has Lantern, I didn't want to go for Air Slash, because if I'd gone for Air Slash, he could have gone into Lantern and taken that also. So Focus Blast was the middle ground, I ended up missing it twice, and then I hit it on the one turn when I really don't need it whatsoever. So, I'm going to go into my Survivor to take whatever. I'm not sure if he was going to sub or anything, but I just went into it. And he gets off the U-turn, doesn't do a huge amount of damage, but allows me to fire off a Venoshock because he brings in Druddigon. I don't really have any other move to hit this thing with, apart from like Sucker Punch, and Venoshock is stab and everything, so it's probably going to be my most powerful move to go for. So I got off a decent amount of damage. Unfortunately, there's no poison on the field, no toxic spike, so I'm not going to get the maximum amount as I would like to get on a Druddigon. I'm also like looking at Steve's names, and I think he literally just slapped his head on a keyboard for all of his nicknames, because they're just random letters and numbers. I really feel like he does not give a fuck at this point. He's just like, I don't care about nicknames, I'm just going to smack my head against keyboards and see what comes of it, and that's exactly what we have. So I go into Lieutenant Burt. Everyone loves a bit of Lieutenant Burt, don't we, ladies and gentlemen? He's a good guy. He's an officer, a sergeant, a lieutenant. He's none of those, actually. He's only a lieutenant, because you can only be one of those things in the army. Unfortunately, I actually kill him with an Icicle Crash. I kind of wanted... I should have really Rain Danced. Like, if I'd Rain Danced, then I would have been able to outspeed his Entei, and I don't think he would have killed me with an Extreme Speed. He might have done, but then I would have been able to Giga Impact the Entei, but as it happens, I kill the Druddigon with an Icicle Crash, and then he just Flare Blitzes me to death. And I go into Celebi, and I'm like, oh, the only way that your Entei is going to get rid of itself is if I die to... if you die to Flare Blitz Recoil, because... you know, I don't really have any other way of dealing with it apart from, you know, trying to do that. I try an Earth Power, it doesn't do anything, and then he still doesn't die from the flare-based recoil. So I'm like, fine, I'll go into my rabbit and I'll try and substitute until you die, because that's probably the best way to get rid of the recoil going on, because it is 5th gen and recoil happens even on substitutes. And look at this, like, I mean, come on, guys, really? He's gonna take 24 damage from recoil from a sub? That's ridiculous. Still doesn't die afterwards. Have to go for another sub to try and make him kill himself, and eventually he does actually kill himself. So Entei finally out the way. Goddamn stupid thing. Had to kill Sir Davos. Sir Davos had to die for the sake of this freaking Entei. I don't like that, guys. It's not sitting well with me. But you know, the Onion Knight does go down. Pan now goes down because he has fucking Brick Break on his Beedrill, and all I have left is a Char Lizard on 2 HP. So maybe I can win with Fly Blast, but he has a Lantern. Also, he's faster because apparently his nickname is his speed. 373.5. Apparently, that's how fast his Beedrill is. So, thanks, Steve. That was fun. It was a good game. I enjoyed it. You know, it's standard stuff. Me and Steve would just throw shit at each other and see what sticks. And apparently none of my guys did, and his Shuppet did a decent job, apart from didn't kill anything, but still, did a good job for being a Shuppet, right? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's just a bit of a change of pace, just random shenanigans. And I'll probably do another one at some point in the future, because that's how I maintain my channel, is by uploading these videos often. Thank you, and good night, and goodbye, and leave a like if you enjoyed. As always, I say, click the likey-dikey button, and maybe a pikey will appear in a river which you can catch, because pikes live in rivers because they are fish. Now I'm done, and I will say goodbye, and I'm done, and goodbye.